Tonight, breaking news as we come on the air. The British forces impose new laws upon the American colonies for alleged acts of rebellion. I'm Neanderthal, and this is your K9 TV News. Reminder that we are very neutral on both sides.
Yes!
First, the Boston port closed due to an unsafe amount of tea in the water, following a dumping of tens of thousands of pounds of tea. Now live with Fish Witness is our interviewer Josh. On to you, Josh.
Thanks, Neanderthal. I'm here with Glug Gargle, who was live on the scene during the Boston Tea Party and the closing of the Boston Harbor. Please take a seat and tell us what you saw.
So you see, I was walking on my way to the Boston Hatchery, glub glub, when out of nowhere, 9,000 pounds of tea dropped into the middle of the highway. Of course, I took it immediately to the authorities, as any good standard citizen would. As for the port closing, I could care less. As long as tea and goods keep dropping into the ocean, the colonists and the British are on my side.
Thank you, Josh. Next, the British impose a new act which can force American criminals to be tried outside the territory where they committed their crime. On to our journalist on the scene, Jose.
Now we are live with Lady Nainton, a horse who was recently involved in a conflict with a British officer and has been arrested. Thank you. Let's look at some live footage of what happened.
The new military governor appointed by the British is sending me to have my trial
all the way back in Britain.
I will be tried and condemned by a British judge. Nay! Under this new law, this Administration of Justice Act, the Massachusetts colony government no longer has a say in how trials are held. Nay!
Are you aware of the current situation with the British soldiers as of late, Mrs. Nannington?
No. What has happened?
Let me tell you. Since the Boston Massacre... Oh, let me tell you. Since the Boston Massacre, the soldiers involved are to be tried in Britain, as this angry colonist will certainly vigorously sentence them to death.
Rightfully so. Nay!
The British Crown thinks not.
Injustice! Injustice! All is injustice! I smell the need for a rebellion! We need a new government here!
So what injustice do colonists like you see in the actions of the British?
Injustice? By logic, our forefathers have ordained us to have a trial where the crime was committed. This is an injustice indeed! Freedom! Nay!
Now, our final story for tonight. British forces have gained the right to quarter in the American citizen homes. American homeowners are now lawfully required to make room for British soldiers in their homes. We now go live to the scene with our journalist on the ground.
Who am I here with?
Hello, it's Mary.
How long have you lived in lovely Massachusetts Bay?
I was born and raised here with my husband and our 10 children. Now, I never wanted a dog. They stink and take up so much space and are just a lot of work. However, when the kids started begging us for a dog, I realized how smart it would be to have a protector of sorts in the house since my husband works so late. And with all these patriots and loyalists running around, I want our home to feel safe and comfortable.
So, you worried about the strange soldiers coming and staying in your home?
No, the quartering acts were never too much of a burden for me, and I really enjoy having a house full of young boys to feed.
I'm sure you did.
And it's an honor to serve the protectors of this colony. Any soldier is welcome in my home day or night.
Hold on! Can I say something? Now, you see, this is our land that we cultivated, our houses that they built off the sweat of our backs. And now they take our homes without our consent. Old Mary isn't complaining because she still has a bed. That's right. These snooty tea-tuggers threw me out while I was sleeping and made me freeze my tail off in the cold. The pups of liberty will not stand for such injustice. We'll fight against tyranny in every living room. We shall fight their clothes. We shall fight their socks. We shall fight their shoes. These oppressors shall rule the day they shock the collar of our great nation. We shall never surrender.